Now, firms seek to reduce operational costs as well as guarantee backup of files in the event that natural calamities or crises caused by human error. And one of the solutions offered is cloud computing. And we're now joined by Carla Vizet, the marketing director at Filit Africa, to share more on this solution. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So maybe just begin by letting us know, what is cloud computing?
Cloud computing is really the data that is stored in a device, a server somewhere else than that is your own. So it is away from your own computer, and you as a consumer or as a business can access the information. So it can be a general cloud like Facebook and internet banking and so on. These are bigger things. Your emails, of course, is a form of cloud computing. And then you can have a personal cloud whereby you as an individual or the business is the only one who can access that particular data.
So it's available even on social media?
Well, social media in itself is a form of cloud computing. We don't know where our Facebook pictures are stored, do we? We don't know where our Yahoo or Gmail is stored. It's somewhere in America, or we don't know. But we make use of it and we access it from anywhere. Yeah?
So besides...
But that is different from having actual cloud backup or storage for your own data.
So maybe just give us a background how this solution came into being.
Well, the backup solution became important because people, as they get more dependent on digital data for their businesses, they need a secure way of storing it. Now, at the moment, especially here in Africa, we're still on CDs and flash disks and so on. And unfortunately, we're far more vulnerable to theft, to breakages, to viruses, because the flash disks are moved around, and the power surges that kill your hardware. Now, the moment that's done, you've lost all the data that you had in there. And then what do? It has a huge impact on your business. So the idea is to now have a secure place, a bank vault in a way, you could say, for your data, which is way away from where you are. So that if something happens to your data, you can still access it from somewhere else, as long as you have an internet connection.
So this is what Filit Africa does. So maybe just, who exactly is Filit Africa?
Okay, Filit Africa is a locally incorporated company. We started last year. We have a website here that is in various languages, English, French and Swahili, and what we offer is online backup of computer data. And we're in partnership with a European partner who have the service there in various locations and developed a very simple software that even non-IT people can just use. You know, you don't need an IT person to use this.
Okay. I mean, it's important now that everyone is going the IT way. And so what is the uptake of cloud computing, locally and regionally?
Right. Well, at the moment we're concentrating to a great extent on Kenya. We have hundreds of people that have signed up, businesses and individuals. We have some in Uganda and Tanzania, and basically we intend to be the leading we are the leading provider of cloud storage for small and medium enterprise. This is not for the large businesses necessarily. Many people think that way, but the fact is that this is for anyone who has data and they want to keep it safe.
And if I may ask, what will do you have any figures that can tell me what cloud computing is going to save me as an individual first and probably as a business?
Okay, well, let's start with the business. So you can get a business package from us for the price of probably less than a one-night stay in Nairobi, in Mombasa for your holiday. And that will take you a whole year to finish. So for a whole year you have this complete backup for that amount of money. And we have flexible packages. So if you're a very small business, you take a small amount. If you're a little bit larger, you take a little bit more space. So you buy the space that you need as you go along. Savings. Well, let's look at it this way. The devices that you buy right now, they're highly vulnerable to damage, loss, and so on. And then you would still not have your data. And some of these devices may be a little bit cheaper, but at the same time, it is not saved many times. With us, it's saved many, many times over, number one. Number two, let's look at the cost of loss of your data. How much will it cost your business if you can't continue because all the information on your clients is gone? Now, these are figures that each business needs to decide for themselves, and that is the big cost saver. Secondly, you don't need an IT person to run the backup of this. Once the software is in your computer, it just works for you. There are no software costs, no hardware costs, no nothing. And you need to retrieve your data, no cost either.
So how much, maybe give us a figure of how much would it cost me to get cloud computing?
Well, a business package starts from 6,800 shillings per year. You get 10 GB for that, which is more than enough for a small business. And our personal packages are from 7,900 shillings for a year. 200 GB you get for that. And we have sort of a mini package of 3 GB for 2,500 shillings.
And how much, I mean, I'm trying to see, maybe you have a comparison in terms of the hardware we'd use, the hardware that I would use to be able to save my stuff compared to the virtual.
Well, if you take a 200 GB hard drive, for example, that will cost you 7,000, 8,000 bob if you take a good one. And that's a similar price to what you get with us. But now you have a greater safety, because of course it's not just that it's stored in a hard drive. The type of security features we have is just only slightly less of that of a military institution. So our vaults are guarded by armed men. We have a very strong encryption program. We have a secure internet connection so that nobody can hack into your data. And these are all features that are important to consider when you want to put your data somewhere else. And that is of course not the case when you have your own hard drive or flash, because you'll probably put it in your drawer, or you might put it in your pocket when you go home, and then you never know what happens on the way.
Okay, thank you. Just stand by and continue this interview. And now to pick up that interview with Carla on cloud computing, maybe just let us know what are the challenges that you have in terms of penetrating the Kenyan market.
Well, awareness creation is one. For sure, cloud computing is a very new concept to a lot of people, and the idea of actually keeping your data safe elsewhere than on your own premises is a pretty new concept as well. So that is one of them. The second thing is, of course, internet connectivity. Clearly, this service is available because we now have fiber optic, and we generally have a much faster speed and a more reliable speed. But, you know, the fact is that in many parts of the country it hasn't quite penetrated. And then, of course, the cost when you use just a modem can still be high if you have to back it up, especially bigger files. So those are probably the main challenges. So
are there any maybe statutory legal challenges that you may face?
No, not in the moment. I mean, of course, we are insured for the situation if something would happen. But what is important to note that because all the data is stored in Europe, it falls under the European privacy laws and security laws, and a lot of that is in place. And of course, being you know, a core provider of this, you make sure that all of this is in order and that you comply with any legal challenges that might come up.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
And now we know how we are going to be doing away with hardware and moving into software.